And well, that's exactly what Paul Morphy did. He took this way. He did not take this way. Because while it is nice to remove the guard, it's not the right guard to remove. He just goes directly to the epicenter of the action. And here's the problem: if black takes like this, you lose a queen. If black takes like this, you lose a queen. If black takes like this, it's illegal, and you smack your opponent. Don't actually do that. I don't condone violence. Rook takes rook is the only move. The problem is, you've lost a coating of defense for your king, and I still haven't moved one of my most important pieces. And what piece is that? Yes, like this. Don't cash out of the casino just yet. This bishop is worth far more than this rook. This bishop is powerful. This rook can't move, okay? Like, it's just standing there waiting to be obliterated. And now we have a very serious problem. The problem is that Paul Morphy is threatening to take. You cannot take with the king, the queen, or the knight. You will suffer devastating losses of material, no matter what you take with. So, well, they were like, well, Paul's most powerful attacking piece is his queen. So, of course, we should play queen e6. Because now you can trade the queen. For example, if you were to take, and then say, hey, this rook is guarded by this knight, take, okay, and now I'm gonna take. You know, the funny thing is, he's still completely winning. I mean, it's rook and bishop versus rook and bishop, but he's dominant. I mean, he's just absolutely dominant position here, right? Even that would have been good for Paul Morphy, but Paul Morphy was not a scientist, he was an artist. And after queen to e6, he realized that it wasn't his queen that was his most powerful weapon in this position. It was his rook. And feel free to pause here and find the best move for white, the best combination. It's one of the most iconic knockout combinations in chess. Starting with the most forcing move in chess, which is a check. And I will now show it to you. Bishop takes d7. The idea of playing queen to e6 is that now, by moving the pin, a queen out of this pin, you can take with a knight. And it seems you've solved your problems. Your next move is pawn to f6, repelling the bishop. Maybe you're going to trade queens and then play pawn to f6, I should say, otherwise you lose the queen. And then you're very happy. But here, do Carl and his count, despite focusing fully on this game and completely not on the spectacular performance that was going on behind them because they were in a private booth, completely negated to analyze the move queen to b8, which just looks completely illegal. But that's why Paul Morphy is Paul Morphy. And these two bozos are these two bozos. Queen to b8 check. The beautiful knockout punch, because now the king cannot move anywhere. The knight has to take. And remember, I told you the most powerful attacking piece was actually the rook. Well, you can argue it was the bishop. I mean, who doesn't need a supporting cast, right?